April sunlight through the branches, quiet afternoon, petals drifting slowly like a fragile tune. I walked past the garden gate where we used to stay, talking about forever like it wouldn't fade away. Your laughter in the distance still lives in the air, like the flowers somehow know you're everywhere. Spring keeps growing softly, but something never heals. Every blooming pathway is a garden of old feelings, a garden of old feelings blooming in my chest. Every little memory refuses to rest. The world keeps moving forward, but time reveals love still grows quietly in old feelings. A garden of old feelings under April skies, where every flower opens with your name inside. The bench beside the fountain still faces the sun, where we carved our stories like they just begun. Now strangers walk the gravel, holding someone new, living in the springtime like we used to do. Maybe you're in another town, walking through the day. Maybe someone else now hears the words you say, but the wind through blooming roses softly reveals every hidden corner of old feelings. A garden of old feelings, petals in the breeze. Every drifting moment brings you back to me. I try to close the gate, let the past conceal, but love keeps growing wild in old feelings. A garden of old feelings, soft and bittersweet, where every April heartbeat echoes when we meet. Maybe we were sunlight on a fragile day, bright enough to hold but too light to stay. If I saw you laughing by the garden wall, would we speak again or say nothing at all? You were once the future in every dream I feel. Now you're just the silence in old feelings. A garden of old feelings blooming through the years, watered by the quiet of unspoken tears. The world keeps turning slowly, but nothing conceals how love still breathes softly in old feelings. A garden of old feelings sunset hits at almost 7, but it doesn't bring me peace. There's a softness in the daylight, like the seasons losing hope. But every time the wind cuts through, it still feels like you're cold. I said I'd be done by now, that I finally let you go. But late winter has a memory, it moves slow. Your hoodie's still inside my closet, hidden where I never look. But sometimes I can feel it there like an unfinished book. Late winter, early tears, falling without warning, in between the melting ice and almost springtime mornings. I'm not shattered like before, I'm not drowning in the years. It's just something in this in between, late winter, early tears. Late winter, early tears, when the light feels too sincere, like the world is moving on, but you're still right here. There's a couple at the crosswalk laughing under thinning snow, and it hits me how we used to look not that long ago. We were reckless with our future, writing plans in frozen air, swearing we were different, like love was always fair. Now I hear you're doing better, different job, different town. I picture you in brighter rooms while I'm still breaking down. Not in a dramatic way, not the kind that steals my breath, just a quiet kind of sadness that lingers underneath. Late winter, early tears, showing up at night when the sky is almost hopeful, but it's not quite light. I don't call your number, don't replay the fight, but sometimes I still miss the way you held me tight. Late winter, early tears, they don't last for years, they just fall like falling snow. Late winter, early tears. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it's a fragile thing. Maybe hearts don't break in halves, they slowly change their shape by spring. If I saw you in the daylight without the weight of cold, would it feel like distant history or something left untold? You were warmth inside my chaos, a steady kind of flame, not forever, not forgotten, just a different name. Late winter, early tears, but I'm stronger than I was. I can say your name out loud without it hurting, just because you're a chapter in my story, not the ending I still fear, just a love that thawed too slowly. Late winter, early tears. Late winter, early tears, as the sky begins to clear, I let the sunlight touch the places that once held you near. Soon the trees will start to bloom, soon the air will change, soon your memory won't feel so close, so strange. And when the first real warmth arrives after all these frozen years, I'll remember how I survived. winter, early tears, late winter, early tears, late winter. The sidewalks glisten in April rain. I hear your laugh in every drop again. The cafe we left, the corner street, echoes of you in every heartbeat. I pass the park where the flowers sleep. The swing we never reached feels too deep. Your shadow lingers in the soft spring light, a gentle lake that keeps me up at night. A memory that blooms again, it calls your name. Every sense, every color feels the same. The world turns green, but I still see the ghost of the love that used to be. Even when the sun warms the morning sky, I feel your whisper passing by. A memory that blooms again, it's you. In every spring, in every hue. The petals fall like letters unread, stories of us that the years have shed. The wind carries your voice through the trees, a fleeting echo that won't let me be. I trace the past where we used to dream, when nothing was simple but everything seemed. The cherry blossoms fall, a fleeting glow. I hold the pieces of the love I know. A memory that blooms again, it calls your name. Every sense, every color feels the same. The world turns green, but I still see the ghost of the love that used to be. Even when the sun warms the morning sky, I feel your whisper passing by. A memory that blooms again, it's you. Time can erase the way you were here. Every bloom reminds me, every tear. I walk through gardens of what we missed, finding your touch in a fleeting twist. The sky turns gold, the air feels thin, but the memory of you drifts back in every sunrise, every gentle rain. I feel your love bloom again. A memory that blooms again, it calls your name. Every sense, every color feels the same. The world turns green, but I still see the ghost of the love that used to be. Even when the sun warms the morning sky, I feel your whisper passing by. A memory that blooms again, it's you. The evening falls, the flowers sway. I feel your memory in the fading day. A memory that blooms again, it stays. A springtime echo of our old ways. The rain taps lightly on my window pane. I see your face in every April lane. The park bench where we carved our names feels empty now, but I hear your refrain. I walk the streets that we used to know, the The tulips bloom, but the color's slow. I chase the warmth of your last embrace, but all I find is this quiet space. Under April skies I feel you near. Faded love whispers I still hear. Every cloud, every pale blue hue brings back the spring I lost with you. The wind carries your memory through streets I wander alone. Even though you're gone, April skies still feel like home. The cafe lights flicker where we used to meet. Your laughter lingers on the empty street. I sip my coffee, taste the past. Moments frozen that weren't meant to last. Cherry blossoms fall like our silent tears. I trace the rhythm of our fleeting years. The city hums, but my heart's behind. Searching for pieces I'll never find. Under April skies I feel you near. Faded love whispers I still hear. Every cloud, every pale blue hue brings back the spring I lost with you. The wind carries your memory through streets I wander alone. Even though you're gone, April skies still feel like home. I close my eyes, the world dissolves into the soft take of what we were. The sun feels distant, shadows long. I'm haunted by the echo of our song. Maybe love remains in the quiet rain, a gentle lake that will always remain. Through petals and whispers, through the sky above, I carry the weight of our faded love. Under April skies I feel you near. Faded love whispers I still hear. Every cloud, every pale blue hue brings back the spring I lost with you. The wind carries your memory through streets I wander alone. Even though you're gone, April skies still feel like home. The blooms fall softly, the days grow bright, yet I still remember our April nights. Your shadow lingers in the morning glow, and I hold on to what I'll never know. April sunlight on the pavement, soft against the day. Cherry blossoms falling slow, then drifting far away. I walk past the corner cafe where we used to stay, talking like forever wasn't something time could take away. Your jacket on my shoulders, cold hands in your coat. You laughed and said that springtime was your favorite note. Now the streets are just as golden, but the silence shows this is always the season I miss you the most. The spring I miss you most. we've just begun. We were once that picture, simple and alive, holding all the mornings we thought we'd survive. Maybe you're in another city, walking hand in hand, living through a springtime I don't understand. Still the breeze keeps whispering things I never chose. This is always the season I miss you the most. In the spring I miss you most. Blooms in every street, every quiet memory feels bittersweet. I tried to let you go, but somehow spring knows. This is the season I miss you the most. The spring I miss you most returns with the light, turning every old dream back into tonight. Maybe we were only a moment in the sun, two hearts learning slowly how love comes undone. If I saw you smiling under cherry trees, would the past come running back with the breeze? You were once the rhythm every heartbeat shows. Now you're just the reason I miss spring the most. And the spring I miss you most shines through every sky, like a gentle memory that won't say goodbye. The flowers keep blooming, but everyone knows spring is the season I miss you the most. And the spring I miss you most still lives in my chest, like love and time tried but never laid to rest. Soon the days grow longer, summer drawing near. Soon the wind will carry different songs to hear. But every year when blossoms begin to slowly coast, I remember your smile and miss you the most. The air feels different lately, like the city learned to breathe. Cherry blossoms drifting down, like letters from the trees. I walked the road we wandered when the world was turning green. Back when every little thing felt brighter than it seemed. You used to race the sunlight down the river's silver line, saying spring was proof that hearts could heal with just some time. But time had other plans for us. It cut us like the frost, and somewhere in that quiet change was the spring we lost. The spring we lost still lives inside the breeze, in the way the petals fall from every waking tree. I try to leave it buried under winter's frozen cost, but every flower blooming reminds me what we lost. The spring we lost still echoes in my chest, like a song we almost finished but never got to rest. The cafe by the station put their tables back outside, couples laughing in the sun with nowhere left to hide. You would have loved this weather, your hair caught in the light. You always said the world looked best when winter gave up the fight. Now I hear you're somewhere with someone new to hold, learning how to laugh again without the weight of old. And I hope the sky is even when you were not there. Maybe love was always meant to last just like the flowers, bright for just a moment before surrendering to ours. If I saw you in the daylight, walking past my way, would we laugh about the past or slowly walk away? You were sunlight in my April, wild and hard to hold. Now you're just a fading warmth inside a story told. The spring we lost doesn't hurt the way it did. It's just a fragile photograph of two hopeful kids running through a season neither one could pause, thinking love would outlive every hidden flaw. The spring we lost still whispers soft and low, but now it feels like something I'm finally letting go. Soon the petals will be gone, carried far downstream. Soon the air will hold a different kind of dream. And when the wind remembers all the love we crossed, I'll smile for what we had. The spring we lost. April drifting through the city, soft along the street, petals falling from the trees, landing at my feet. The sky was pale and quiet, like you knew too well that something in my chest was breaking as it fell. We used to walk this pathway, laughing in the sun, talking like forever was something we had won. But the wind was getting colder, even in the spring, and love can disappear without explaining anything. It was the day the flowers fell soft against the ground. Every drifting petal was a quiet goodbye sound. I tried to keep the moment from slipping through my hands, but love was just a season we didn't understand. The day the flowers fell, April held its breath, and somewhere in that silence we loved our love to death. Now the park is full of strangers, walking through the light, sharing small forevers in the fading afternoon bright. I passed the old bench slowly, where we used to stay, watching petals spin around before they blew away. Maybe you remember, or maybe you moved on. Maybe I'm the only one who hears our quiet song. But every spring returning writes the same farewell, back to that soft morning when the flowers fell. was just a promise we couldn't realize. Maybe we were sunlight, only meant to fade to unfinished stories that the wind had made. If I saw you laughing, walking through the spring, would my heart remember every fragile thing? You were once the future in every step I knew. Now you're just a season that quietly withdrew. It was the day the flowers fell, but the world moved on. Birds kept singing softly like nothing had gone wrong. Love can disappear without a warning bell, just like drifting petals on the day the flowers fell. The day the flowers fell, something slipped away, carried by the April wind into yesterday. Soon the branches empty, summer taking hold. Soon the world forgets every story it once told. But somewhere in the silence, where soft memories dwell, my heart still walks the morning when the flowers fell. There's a softness in the air tonight, like your voice still wrapped in light. Every corner of this town we knew feels like it's still holding you. Cherry blossoms fall like yesterday, drifting where we used to stay. I reach out, but there's no one there, just your ghost inside the air. I remember how you said my name, like it never could just fade. Now it echoes through the quiet streets and every space between the beats. It's a breeze full of you running through my open chest. Every word we never said, never letting me forget. And I try to move on, but it pulls me back to truth every time the wind blows through. It's a breeze full of you. I still wear that smile you left behind, even when it's not mine. People say I look okay, but they don't see you in my days. Your shadow dances in the sun in every place we used to run. I swear I see you in the crowd. Turn around, you're not around. I've been learning how to let things go, but you're the one just a memory in pieces, but somehow you still find me in the air I'm breathing. It's a breeze full of you, filling up the empty space. Every tear I never cried, every line I can't erase. And I try to heal, but it's harder than it seems when you're living in the wind and you're haunting all my dreams. So I stand here letting go, but you're the one I'll never know how to leave behind for good, even though I know I should. And the seasons change again, but I'm right where we have been. Every time the sky turns blue, I still feel the breeze of you, a breeze full of you. April sunlight through the branches, quiet afternoon, petals drifting slowly like a fragile tune. I walked past the garden gate where we used to stay, talking about forever like it wouldn't fade away. Your laughter in the distance still lives in the air, like the flowers somehow know you're everywhere. Spring keeps growing softly, but something never heals. Every blooming pathway is a garden of old feelings, a garden of old feelings blooming in my chest. Every little memory refuses to rest. The world keeps moving forward, but time reveals love still grows quietly in old feelings, a garden of old feelings under April skies, where every flower opens with your name inside. The bench beside the fountain still faces the sun, where we carved our stories like they just begun. Now strangers walk the gravel, holding someone new, living in the springtime like we used to do. Maybe you're in another town, walking through the day. Maybe someone else now hears the words you say. a garden of old feelings blooming through the years, watered by the quiet of unspoken tears. The world keeps turning slowly, but nothing conceals how love still breathes softly in old feelings. A garden of old feelings under fading blue, where every spring remembers me and you. Soon the petals scatter, summer drawing near. Soon the air will carry different songs to hear. But somewhere in the sunlight, where soft memories kneel, there will always be a garden of old feelings. The snow is turning into slush now, dirty white along the street. Sunset hits at almost 7, but it doesn't bring me peace. There's a softness in the daylight, like the seasons losing hope. But every time the wind cuts through, it still feels like you're cold. I said I'd be done by now, that I finally let you go. But late winter has a memory, it moves slow. Your hoodie's still inside my closet, hidden where I never look. But sometimes I can feel it there like an unfinished book. Late winter, early tears, falling without warning, in between the melting ice and almost springtime mornings. I'm not shattered like before, I'm not drowning in the years. It's just something in this in between, late winter, early tears. Late winter, early tears, when the light feels too sincere, like the world is moving on, but you're still right here. There's a couple at the crosswalk laughing under thinning snow, and it hits me how we used to look not that long ago. We were reckless with our future, writing plans in frozen air, swearing we were different, like love was always fair. Now I hear you doing better, different job, different town. I picture you in brighter rooms while I'm still breaking down. Not in a dramatic way, not the kind that steals my breath, just a quiet kind of sadness that lingers underneath. Late winter, early tears, showing up at night when the sky is almost hopeful, but it's not quite light. I don't call your number, don't replay the fight, but sometimes I still miss the way you held me broken halves, they slowly change their shape by spring. If I saw you in the daylight without the weight of cold, would it feel like distant history or something left untold? You were warmth inside my chaos, a steady kind of flame, not forever, not forgotten, just a different name. Late winter, early tears, but I'm stronger than I was. I can say your name out loud without it hurting, just because you're a chapter in my story, not the ending I still fear, just a love that thawed too slowly. Late winter, early tears. Late winter, early tears, as the sky begins to clear. I let the sunlight touch the places that once held you near. Soon the trees will start to bloom, soon the air will change, soon your memory won't feel so close, so strange. And when the first real warmth arrives, after all these frozen years, I'll remember how I survived. Late winter, early tears. Late winter, early tears. Late winter. The sidewalks glisten in April rain. I hear your laugh in every drop again. The cafe we left, the corner street, echoes of you in every heartbeat. I pass the park where the flowers sleep. The swing we never reached feels too deep. Your shadow lingers in the soft spring light, a gentle lake that keeps me up at night. A memory that blooms again, it calls your name. Every scent, every color feels the same. The world turns green, but I still see the ghost of the love that used to be. Even when the sun warms the morning sky, I feel your whisper passing by. A memory that blooms again, it's you. In every spring, in every hue. The petals fall like letters unread, stories of us that the years have shed. The wind carries your voice through the trees, a fleeting echo that won't let me be. I trace the past where we used to dream, when nothing was simple but everything seemed. The cherry blossoms fall, a fleeting glow. memory that blooms again. It calls your name. Ever since every color feels the same. The world turns green, but I still see the ghost of the love that used to be. Even when the sun warms the morning sky, I feel your whisper passing by. A memory that blooms again, it's you. The evening falls, the flowers sway. I feel your memory in the fading day. A memory that blooms again, it stays. A springtime echo of our old ways. The rain taps lightly on my window pane. I see your face in every April lane. The park bench where we carved our names feels empty now, but I hear your refrain. I walk the streets that we used to know. The tulips bloom, but the colors slow. I chase the warmth of your last embrace, but all I find is this quiet space. Under April skies, I feel you near. Faded love whispers I still hear. Every cloud, every pale blue hue brings back the spring I lost with you. The wind carries your memory through streets I wander alone. Even though you're gone, April skies still feel like home. The cafe lights flicker where we used to meet. Your laughter lingers on the empty street. I sip my coffee, taste the past. Moments frozen that weren't meant to last. Cherry blossoms fall like our silent tears. I trace the rhythm of our fleeting years. The city hums, but my heart's behind. Searching for pieces I'll never find. Under April skies, I feel you near. Faded love whispers I still hear. Every cloud, every pale blue hue brings back the spring I lost with you. The wind carries your memory through streets I wander alone. Even though you're gone, April skies still feel like home. I close my eyes, the world dissolves into the soft take of what we were. The sun feels distant, shadows long. I'm haunted by the echo of our song. Maybe love remains in the quiet rain, a gentle lake that will always remain. Through petals and whispers, through the sky above, I carry the weight of our faded love. Under April skies, I feel you near. Faded love whispers I still hear. Every cloud, every pale blue hue brings back the spring I lost with you. The wind carries days grow bright, yet I still remember our April nights. Your shadow lingers in the morning glow, and I hold on to what I'll never know. April sunlight on the pavement, soft against the day. Cherry blossoms falling slow, then drifting far away. I walk past the corner cafe where we used to stay, talking like forever wasn't something time could take away. Your jacket on my shoulders, cold hands in your coat. You laughed and said that springtime was your favorite note. Now the streets are just as golden, but the silence shows this is always the season I miss you the most. The spring I miss you most comes back every year, with petals in the wind and your voice in my ear. The sky turns bright again, but my heart still knows spring is the season I miss you the most. The spring I miss you most feels warm and cold somehow, like love that used to live here but can't be found now. Couples on the riverside, laughing in the sun, writing little stories like they've just begun. We were once that picture, simple and alive, holding all the mornings we thought we'd survive. Maybe over in another city, walking hand in hand, living through a springtime I don't understand. Still the breeze keeps whispering things I never chose. This is always the season I miss you the most. The spring I miss you most blooms in every street. Every quiet memory feels bittersweet. I tried to let you go, but somehow spring knows this is the season I miss you the most. The spring I miss you most returns with the light, turning every old dream back into tonight. Maybe we were only a moment in the sun, two hearts learning slowly how love comes undone. If I saw you smiling under cherry trees, would the past come running back with the breeze? You were once the rhythm every heartbeat shows. Now you're just the reason I miss spring the most. And the spring I miss you most shines through every sky, like a gentle memory that won't say goodbye. The flowers keep blooming, but everyone knows spring is the season I miss you the most. And the spring I miss you most still lives in my chest, like love and time tried but never laid to rest. Soon the days grow longer, summer drawing near. Soon the wind will carry different songs to hear. But every year when blossoms begin to slowly coast, I remember your smile and miss you the most. feels different lately, like the city learned to breathe. Cherry blossoms drifting down like letters from the trees. I walk the road we wandered when the world was turning green. Back when every little thing felt brighter than it seemed. You used to race the sunlight down the river's silver line, saying spring was proof that hearts could heal with just some time. But time had other plans for us. It cut us like the frost, and somewhere in that quiet change was the spring we lost. The spring we lost still lives inside the breeze, in the way the petals fall from every waking tree. I try to leave it buried under winter's frozen cost, but every flower blooming reminds me what we lost. The spring we lost still echoes in my chest, like a song we almost finished but never got to rest. The cafe by the station put their tables back outside, couples laughing in the sun with nowhere left to hide. You would have loved this weather, your hair caught in the light. You always said the world looked best when winter gave up the fight. Now I hear you're somewhere with someone new to hold, learning how to laugh again without the weight of old. And I hope the sky is kinder wherever you have crossed. But April feels a little strange since the spring we lost. The spring we lost still lingers in the rain, in the soft familiar rhythm of an old refrain. I'm not asking fate to bring you back across, but every warm beginning feels like the spring we lost. The spring we lost lives quietly in the air, like a memory blooming even when you're not there. Maybe love was always meant to last just like the flowers, bright for just a moment before surrendering to ours. If I saw you in the daylight walking past my way, would we laugh about the past or slowly walk away? You were sunlight in my April, wild and hard to hold. Now you're just a fading warmth inside a story told. The spring we lost doesn't hurt the way it did. It's just a fragile photograph of two hopeful kids running through a season neither one could pause, thinking love would outlive every hidden flaw. The spring we lost still whispers soft and low, but now it feels like something I'm finally letting go. Soon the petals will be gone, carried far downstream. Soon the air will hold a different kind of dream. And when the wind remembers all the love we crossed, I'll smile for what we had. The spring we lost. Still drifting through the city, soft along the street, petals falling from the trees, landing at my feet. The sky was pale and quiet, like you knew too well that something in my chest was breaking as it fell. We used to walk this pathway, laughing in the sun, talking like forever was something we had won. But the wind was getting colder, even in the spring, and love can disappear without explaining anything. It was the day the flowers fell soft against the ground. Every drifting petal was a quiet goodbye sound. I tried to keep the moment from slipping through my hands, but love was just a season we didn't understand. The day the flowers fell, April held its breath, and somewhere in that silence we loved our love to death. Now the park is full of strangers, walking through the light, sharing small forevers in the fading afternoon bright. I pass the old bench slowly, where we used to stay, watching petals spin around before they blew away. Maybe you remember, or maybe you moved on. Maybe I'm the only one who hears our quiet song. But every spring returning writes the same farewell, back to that soft morning when the flowers fell. It was the day the flowers fell, turning the sky to snow. Every fragile memory was something letting go. I thought time would carry you somewhere far from me, but every April afternoon still brings you back to see. The day the flowers fell under open skies, love was just a promise we couldn't realize. Maybe we were sunlight, only meant to fade, to unfinished stories that the wind had made. If I saw you laughing, walking through the spring, would my heart remember every fragile thing? You were once the future in every step I knew. Now you're just a season that quietly withdrew. It was the day the flowers fell, but the world moved on. Birds kept singing softly like nothing had gone wrong. Love can disappear without a warning bell, just like drifting petals on the day the flowers fell. The day the flowers fell, something slipped away, carried by the April wind into yesterday. Soon the branches empty, summer taking hold. Soon the world forgets every story it once told. But somewhere in the silence, where soft memories dwell, my heart still walks the morning when the flowers fell. feels like it's still holding you. Cherry blossoms fall like yesterday, drifting where we used to stay. I reach out, but there's no one there, just your ghost inside the air. I remember how you said my name, like it never could just fade. Now it echoes through the quiet streets and every space between the beats. It's a breeze full of you running through my open chest. Every word we never said, never letting me forget. And I try to move on, but it pulls me back to truth every time the wind blows through. It's a breeze full of you. I still wear that smile you left behind, even when it's not mine. People say I look okay, but they don't see you in my days. Your shadow dances in the sun in every place we used to run. I swear I see you in the crowd. Turn around, you're not around. I've been learning how to let things go, but you're the one I can't outgrow. Like a song stuck on repeat, you're the rhythm under me. It's a breeze full of you, every whisper, every sound, like you're always just behind. Every time I turn around and I say I'm fine, but that's something I can't prove when every breath I'm breathing in is a breeze full of you. Maybe we were just a spark, lighting up the dark too hard. Maybe love like ours was meant to break before it ever bent. But if I could go back again, I'd still take your hand in mine. Even knowing how it ends, I replay it every time. Now you're somewhere I can't reach, just a memory in pieces, but somehow you still find